Hi, how are you? Matt Watson here from carwow. So I'm sat in the new Audi RS3. Next to me is a Mercedes AMG A45S, and next to that is a BMW M2 Competition, and next to that, even though I can't see it but I know it's there, it's a Porsche Cayman GTS, and finally on the end is a Golf R. We're going to have a drag race, see which is the quickest. Now let me run through the stats first, and one of the things with my job, I have to remember all the stats of these cars, and there's 5 of them here, so there's a chance I'm going to get this wrong, but I'm going to do my best. Okay, this Audi, 2.5 litre, turbocharged 5-cylinder, puts out 400 horsepower and 500 newton meters of torque, 4-wheel drive, 7-speed dual clutch automatic gearbox, and it weighs in at 1,570 kilos and costs from £50,000. If I get all this right, you've got to give me a round of applause. Moving on to the Mercedes, it has a 2-litre turbocharged 4-cylinder with 420 horsepower and 500 newton meters of torque. It weighs in at 1,625 kilos and it costs £58,000. It's got 4-wheel drive and an 8-speed automatic gearbox. Moving on to the BMW, 3-litre twin turbo straight 6, puts out 410 horsepower and 550 newton meters of torque. It's got a 7-speed dual clutch automatic gearbox, driving the rear wheels. It weighs in at 1,575 kilos. Costs, when it was new, can't get it now, £52,000. Moving on to the Porsche. So that has a 4-litre naturally aspirated flat 6 engine, driving the rear wheels with a manual 6-speed automatic gearbox in that particular car. Puts out 400 horsepower and 420 newton meters of torque. It weighs in at 1,480 kilos and costs £67,000. And finally we come to the Golf. It's got a 2-litre turbocharged 4-cylinder engine with 320 horsepower and 420 newton meters of torque. It weighs in at 1,550 kilos and it costs £40,000. It's got 4-wheel drive and a 7-speed automatic gearbox with launch control. In fact, they've all got launch control, well, apart from the Porsche because it's a manual. Now, all these 4-wheel drive cars actually have a drift mode as well, but more on that later. Before that, let's speak to a man who's probably on his phone. Oh, actually he's not, he's got his walkie-talkie ready. Before we talk to him, if you want to see all the stats of the cars matched up side by side because you didn't understand what I was just saying, freeze the video now, okay? We're going to put up a graphic. Now let's talk to Yanni. Hi, how are you?
Hi Matt, really well mate. How are you this lovely cold morning?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm in the new Audi RS3. I've got my heated seat on. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to beat you. I'm ready to out-drag you over the quarter mile. I think this is the battle between these two cars, really.
Yeah, there's a few other cars here. I see the unnamed racing driver's here as well. I'm waiting for his book of excuses, but I'm looking forward to this one.
We've also got another unnamed racing driver. So the rear-wheel drive cars are being driven by professionals, whereas we've got a semi-pros in the 4-wheel drive.
And what are we, like the amateurs?
No, I was saying that we were semi-pros. We sort of are semi-pro. More semi than pro.
Well, depends how much Viagra you take, mate.
I knew that was coming. I don't know what to say now. Oh, I know, I'm going to do some shout outs. We've had the Mercedes and the BMW lent to us by some viewers, and if you want us to drag race your cars, just email reviewmycar@carwow.co.uk. So the person who's lent us the Mercedes, his Instagram account is F1__German. Right, now please make sure you go to his account, put a link in the description, please do this and just follow him there, because by getting more followers he's more likely to lend us some more of his cars, and he's got quite a lot of cars, as you'll find out on his Instagram account. Moving on to the guy who's lent us the BMW, his Instagram account is ss.securitysystems. Right, so he does all kind of security and CCTV, so if you want to put some cameras around the house to check whether your wife is sleeping with the gardener, I don't know why I thought that, it's something to do with my life. Check him out. So once again, go to his account, follow him and look at all his stuff, because it does really help us out. Finally, if you're thinking of selling a car, you can sell it through carwow. Click up there, link in the description, you know the score. Alternatively, just simply Google help me carwow. That's enough of that. Let's get on with the race. Sorry for boring you, but I have to say those things because it pays for these drag races.
Buying a new car? Then head to carwow and my team will help you find your next car at a fair price. Carwow, your one-stop car buying comparison site.
Now before we race, let's do the obligatory carwow sound check. So I'm going to rev up this Audi and experience the annoyance of a soft limiter, because this 5-cylinder engine does sound good, but not when it's stationary. Yanni, rev up your engine.
Oh, it goes all the way round.
Well, that's good, that is. So you won that one. Let's see if the BMW sounds better. Rev up the BMW, faceless racing driver. Faceless racing driver number 2, can you rev up your Porsche, please? And finally, VW Golf R. should we do now? I don't think we're ready to race it. What do we do now, Yanni, normally in the proceedings?
Let's warm up the tyres.
Let's warm up the tyres. So you just turn the wheel and plant your right foot. Sort of go round like that.
Tremendous. That is tremendous, mate. Honestly, I applaud you. That was amazing. Excuse my language.
And it's everything to do with me and nothing to do with the clever differential in the rear of the car. Nothing to do with that at all. It's just my skills.
Go on, you have a go now, Yanni.
Yes. There you go, baby.
Very powerful. This could be a real good race.
That was someone else's car, so we didn't let him go too crazy, as is the BMWs. Like I said, you need to go to their Instagram accounts, links in the description, to say thank you. Go on then, BMW driver. Okay, that's enough. Faceless racing driver number 1, that's someone else's tyres. However, faceless racing driver number 2, because that's a press car, you can be a little bit more enthusiastic if you'd like to be. Right, that's enough. Come on, come in, number 5. And finally then, can we have the Golf R? That'll do. Come on, come in.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, delay.
His reaction was too slow. Oh, it's an easy win, this. Is that A45 coming back? No.
Mate, I had a bit of a delay there. Very impressed, but slight delay.
So you're coming out with excuses now, yeah?
No, it's not an excuse. It was just a slight delay. But where were the other 3 cars?
They were getting beaten. The Golf got off really good, same as this car, but the other 2, rear-wheel drive, especially the Porsche manual, a bit harder to do.
But aren't they racing drivers? So shouldn't they be able to do it really well?
I think they were racing drivers, and there's a reason why they're not racing, and instead they're on some silly little carwow video.
Hold on. I want to... Yanni, if you had looked right, I was next to you. So don't mind where was he. I was in your blind spot, I was that close. And I had loads of wheel spin. Matt, can we have another go, please? Please.
Blind being the key word.
You're so far forward holding the steering wheel like an old lady.
All right, shut up now, shut up. Yes, you can have another go. Bloody hell.
3, 2, 1.
Got it. Oh, I got it and he still got me.
That was neck and neck.
Oh.
It's coming back a little bit, but not enough. Okay, firstly, Yanni, you launched well then, right? It was neck and neck.
Pleased with my launch there, but that car's slightly quicker. But let's see what happens over the half mile.
Now let's just deal with this first. Let me just bask in the glory. BMW, what happened to your racing driver skills?
It's just spinning the wheels. This launch control isn't doing a great job. I can see Yanni throwing his eyes. I'm getting a lot of wheel spin.
Porsche?
Yeah, I mean, wheel spin, it's rear-wheel drive manual, you know, it's just going to happen, you know.
And finally, what's your excuse, Volkswagen Golf? Is it the fact that you've got about 100 less horsepower?
Yeah, probably something like that. Not bad for what is a Golf.
I reckon I've had more chance seeing the unnamed number 1 driver with a dog and a stick.
Right, can you just shut up, you guys? We need to do the thing.
So then, what exactly happened? Well, the Audi won, completing the standing quarter mile in 12 seconds. The Mercedes took 12.1 seconds. The BMW just beat the Porsche, though they both crossed the line in 12.5 seconds. And the Volkswagen was last, completing the standing quarter mile in 12.7 seconds.
Okay, now we can have a rolling race from 50 miles an hour. The cars are in their comfort setting and automatic mode for the gearbox. I'm going to count it in. You ready, guys? Get level on me. 3, 2, 1, go. Good kick down. That BMW's just shot off. Oh, this is going to be close between me and the AMG. And the Golf is staying with us.
Well, I didn't see that happening.
The Golf's being dropped now. Golf was with us for a long time with the other hot hatches, considering it's down on power. That was impressive, Golf.
Yeah, that took me by surprise. I think I was even ahead of you in the AMG for a little bit. Can I say that I won that for a tiny bit?
No, because weren't there some other cars in front of you at that time?
Well, my eyesight's not what it used to be. I am an older chap.
Obviously, the AMG got beat by the Audi, but the BMW just shot off. The kick down the BMW was just immense. I think it went to the half mile, is that right? But then the Porsche overtook it for the mile.
Yeah, I think it was just towards the end of the mile that the Porsche came by, but this was pulling hard. I actually thought I cheated the way this launched off so quickly. It was so good. It was unbelievable.
Okay, great. Let's do something similar but slightly different. Right, we're going to have another rolling race. This time, cars are in their sportiest settings, and we're going to be in third gear. 3, 2, 1, go.
Come on.
He's on it. AMG's on it too.
Why so slow?
Beat him to the half mile. Come on! This is so close. And here's the mile. Oh, I tell you what, Golf, you did well in the last one where your kickdown was very, very good, but when we took that kickdown out of it, you got absolutely thumped by the rest of us.
Yeah, thanks for the reminder, Matt. I managed to keep up with the Cayman for a couple of seconds, but I felt like the medical car at the back of an F1 grid.
So the AMG went ahead of me, but then I pulled it back and stayed ahead of it across the 4 mile. Is that correct, Yanni? Do you concur?
I do concur. Disappointed, actually. Really disappointed with this.
So which one between the BMW and the Porsche, Beamer?
When I had it in manual mode, I was able to drag the gear out a bit longer, and that way it was much closer to the Porsche this time. It had only just got past me at the mile.
Now we're going to do a brake test from 100 miles an hour. When we reach the line, full emergency stop. Come on, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it.
Well, you know what, Mr. Yanni Sharalama Lama Lama Ding Dong? I think you won that.
I think so, mate. I think so.
And then Porsche, what do you reckon from where you're sitting?
Yeah, I think.
Okay, so that mumbled garbage nonsense was a decision that the Porsche beat the BMW, which beat the Golf, and the Golf came last in absolutely everything, of course, because it was gonna, wasn't it? Anyway, it's 10 grand cheaper and got a lot less power. Do you know what? If you click on the pop-out banner up there for the link in the description, I've actually picked out the best available deals on each of these cars through CarWow. So if you're interested in one of these, click that or down there and you can see what the deals are on those cars. I've also split them up in my perfect configuration as well, so you'll be able to find out what that is. I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a like. If you click on those windows there, you can watch some more videos. And if you click on that box there, you can go to CarWow to see how much money you can save on your next car.